Every love story has its own rhythm, sometimes quiet, sometimes surprising, often unfolding in ways we least expect.
For Al-Jhon and Raven, it wasn't a single moment, but a collection of little ones. Simple beginnings that turned into something extraordinary. But before their story could be written, there were two lives growing, dreaming, and being shaped by love. And so we begin with Al-Jhon on November 3rd, 1995, as Typhoon Rosie wept fiercely from the heavens. God gifted the world a precious little boy named Al-Jhon. He came to the world full of love with his mother, Gemma, and his father, Oliver, together with his older sisters, Virgie and Venetia. Her little sister Cecile came 3 years later. Then, little sister Celine came 7 years after Cecile, completing their family of 7. Together, they'd go on many memorable adventures. Al-Jhon found himself very blessed to be close to his many relatives. In school, Al-Jhon found more than grades. He found friends who matched his mischief and made learning unforgettable. Soon after, he began his career at KMC Solutions, ready to take on the world. Al-Jhon's love of biking and motorcycle rides with his friends was more than just a hobby. It was freedom, adventure, and brotherhood. And in between those long rides and late-night laughs, his dreams were quietly taking shape. But before all of this, there was that little boy, joyful, determined, and full of dreams. And as his story was unfolding, so too was the story of a girl named Raven. On September 19th, 1998, Rio and Riza welcomed their daughter Raven, a bright, cheerful little girl who quickly became the joy of their home. Her world was filled with movement and color, dancing, music, and art that reflected her spirit. Not long after, her brother Rudy Ken joined the family, making them a happy family of 4. With her little brother by her side, she was never without a playmate, a partner in crime, and a best friend for life. They loved spending time at home, eating home-cooked meals her parents prepared. They also loved going on adventures together, creating lasting memories. Raven knows family isn't just about blood. It's about those who choose to stand by you. That's what Team Bickerton has been, present through every high and low. As life went on, Raven found brothers and sisters in her family. Not by blood, but by choice. From grade school to college, Raven's determination never wavered. She graduated on time. Soon after, she too began her career at KMC Solutions. And there their love story began. Al-Jhon first met Raven in 2016 as IT interns. By 2017, they were co-workers, working side by side until 2018. Their relationship stayed strictly professional. Two people focused on their own paths. In 2018, Al-Jhon changed jobs. A year later, he referred Raven, she got in, and they worked together again, still just friends. By 2023, Raven was off chasing adventures, free-diving, hiking, exploring. She kept inviting him, but he always passed. Come April 2023, she invited him to a swimming class in Ortigas. He finally said yes. That simple yes opened the door to a whole new world. Free-diving, it was challenging, exhilarating, and surprisingly fulfilling. Soon, they were going on fun dives together. Their friendship deepened. Raven used to initiate their hangouts, but Al-Jhon found himself doing the same. They exchanged small gifts, they'd go on road trips, they'd try new rest house after jogging. They'd also go biking and all other adventures. Outside the water, Raven and Al-Jhon also spent more time with their work friends, food trips, trying out new cafes after shift, celebrate birthdays over samjut dinners, and laugh through karaoke sessions that ended way past midnight. Then came the moment of realization. During Al-Jhon's nosebleed checkup, Raven quietly stayed by his side. Her calm presence spoke volumes. That day he saw her differently. The tough guy act, gone. By June, he was preparing for his big confession. He ordered a crochet calachuchi flower, her favorite, and wrote a heartfelt letter, cheesy but sincere. In July, during their TikTok exchanges, one video announced Insidious 5 was coming to theaters. They planned a midnight screening, and Al-Jhon saw it as the perfect moment to confess. On July 9th, they went to McKinley, had dinner at Shakey's, and somewhere between the mojos and the pizza, he told her how he felt. He braced for rejection, joking that he'd retire from romance and become a full-time dog dad. But Raven surprised him. She didn't want a courtship. She wanted them to be a couple, right then and there. Raven's that sure of Al-Jhon. It was one of the best nights of their lives. From that moment on, they began to know each other beyond the surface, deeper than just shared interests or casual conversations. They met each other's friends, and surprisingly, everything felt natural. No awkward introductions, no forced smiles, just genuine warmth. It was smooth, effortless, because those friends cared. Both of their family would also bond over a meal. Al-Jhon and Raven didn't just bring two hearts together. They brought two families, now sharing meals, stories, and laughter. By then, Al-Jhon knew it was forever. After 5 months of being a couple, he asked Raven's parents for her hand, and on December 26, 2023, with a heart full of love, he proposed. The moment their story turned from someday into always has grown into a love story shaped by faith, laughter, and God's perfect timing. From TikToks to deep dives, their journey was built on friendship, laughter, and shared adventures. And today, December 8th, 2025, we celebrate not just their wedding day, but the journey of two hearts who chose each other through every trial, every joy, and every season. It's the perfect sequel to a story that started with a simple yes.